Okay, so Bhaskar, what the whole idea of this entire program is to is to ultimately write a book, Bhaskar.
Pardon?
Is to write a book.
Okay.
And so last year, if you recall, Srini and I had collaborated and we'd done a series of lectures on the Bhagavad Gita.
Okay.
When we had done that series of lectures on the Bhagavad Gita, it went off extremely well. And out of that emerged a very interesting outline for a book. So we said, okay, this book is interesting, but why don't we also, have a lot of stories of people who are friends of ours who are very successful and bring their journey. The Bhagavad Gita is nothing but one long journey. It's not an end to itself. It's a journey that Krishna puts Arjuna on, and it is really the motivation to start that particular journey, which happens a little later, not during the Bhagavad Gita, but after the Gita is over, then the Mahabharata, the Kurukshetra war actually takes place. So he said, can we meet people like you and find out from you what was your journey? And a lot of people know, Bhaskar, normally will only tell about where they are right now. But what was the journey? So we really have three questions for you. One, how did the journey start? What was the journey? What were some challenges that you faced during that journey? And how did you overcome that? Now, two things, Bhaskar, that I'd like to specify upfront. Number one, whatever is published will only be done after you give us the go-ahead for. Okay? If there is any, while talking, sometimes you may mention something. It may seem nice while talking, but in print it may not be. It may not be a great point. Okay. So we will definitely share whatever we're going to do with you, and you have complete control on what part of the journey would you like it to be there or not there, or everything there is that, Bhaskar.
Don't worry, there is no such. Open book.
Sometimes some detail we may not want to overemphasize, for whatever.
No problem.
You see, take my journey, for instance. I started this company, great intentions with two good friends. But it didn't work, So sometimes when I talk about my journey, sometimes I may get a little, carried away. So that's the only point. But Bhaskar, this is the whole thing. How did it start? What was the journey all about? What were some interesting things that you did during that initial days? That is what we would like to know, right?
Yeah.
So go ahead, Bhaskar. We'll keep asking you questions.
Please. Yeah, I think that will direct me, and that will. So, couple of things, Ram. Before this, also, couple of interviews on a similar note. I've shared with a few people. One High Beach channel is there. So there, Mr. Rajgopal, he was behind me since long, and he also recorded some interviews of successful people in Hyderabad, industrialists and all that. So there is one that interview is there. That clipping is also there. It is a half an hour or so. So that also I'll share with you, so that later this interview you may just refer also if you want. That is one.
Okay.
Second thing, there is another 1 page or 2 page, some publishing company also, they have printed this in some magazine, some overnighter or something like
that. Perfect, Bas.
So, so there's nothing.
Perfect.
One second, I'll take this call.
Ram, it's recording now because it's not showing me the recording button. I think you have become the host. I got disconnected for a few seconds. You may have become the host now. Can you just check is the you're on mute, Ram.
So you are still the host and it's recording, yes.
Fine.
Okay, so we are on now. To begin with journey, I hail from this place, Suryapet district of Telangana now, currently. And my father is an Ayurvedic doctor. So, and he was in government service. And uh, he retired as a director Indian medicine of government of Andhra Pradesh. So while he was in service, he used to travel all districts of this part, like Telangana. Every 3 years, government hospitals in rural areas. So place to place. So my primary education happened in various places, like in the beginning in Warangal district and later in Mehboob Nagar district, like all maybe 150 kilometers from this part. So they are located in different places. So till primary school, it happened in various places, and for at the final high school level, I moved to Hyderabad, where my father shifted here into the directorate Ayurvedic hospital at Charminar, and later into directorate. So after 10th, I moved into Hyderabad and intermediate here in Agarwal Siksha Samiti. And then what happened for, my father wanted me to do medicine. So we tried, we couldn't succeed. So then in the order, earlier it was a kind of a MSETs, that entrance exam. So where medicine was on the top. The next was the agriculture BSc, and the next was dairy BSc. So I fell in that third category. So we ended up joining a dairy technology course located near Hyderabad, near Kamareddy, 100 kilometers from Hyderabad. So that's where my entire journey has started. So we were seven of us. We used to stay in one room, and we used to cook our food and do our graduation. So during that time, our bondage has become very close. So all the seven of us wanted to do masters in United States, and all of us applied for the master's course in USA in various universities, and all the seven of us got admissions in masters, and then we all went for visa. Out of seven, five people got visas, and two people were rejected by US consulate, and I was one of them. So myself and my other friend Chandrasekhar Reddy were both who were rejected, and then we were never wanting to do anything like a government service or job. Right from beginning, we had some kind of a entrepreneur mindset, uh, trying to do something. Then along with another friend, three of us explored after this debacle, not getting into US. Then we started exploring various places. We went to Gujarat to study some ceramic manufacturing unit, and then we went to Bangalore to CFTRI to study some food processing activity. So ultimately, we ended up here in this dairy, since we have also studied this and have some basic knowledge. Then we thought we will start some kind of a value added dairy products. So prior to 1991, this dairy sector was not open to private sector. It was restricted. It was only reserved for cooperatives. It was licensed, and no individual can sell milk as it is. It's only a small unorganized sector here and there, but no organized sector was allowed. So our journey has started in 1986. So when we under technocrat category sell for a small entrepreneurs, there was a provision to start milk products, not milk products. So that's how we have prepared a project report all by ourselves, because we can't afford to go to a professional project report maker or chartered accountant. So we started gathering information. We went to many shops and collected like how many people will drink flavored milk and what is the sale and all that, and collected, put some information together and applied to the State Finance Corporation, which is again supported by government of Andhra Pradesh at that time. Only all new entrepreneurs will go there, because they don't they'll the people without any collateral or background or any industrial exposure will be given some preference there. So under technocrats, we went there and somehow we managed. So another friend joined during this journey. So four of us, we have put 50,000 each from our parents. Nobody, all of us from middle class families and not much of support, and mostly agriculture family, except myself. So then with that 50,000 each, we have pulled in and started the activity. We went for a project of 40 lakh rupees, uh, and without much experience. So that's how our journey has begun. Uh, and we started our production. Within 5 6 months, we saw all kinds of a tough journey, because there was no cash flow. Whatever we make, we used to give it to the shops by ourselves. We bought a vehicle also in this project, so we used to supply this, and within 3 4 months, entire thing is choked. All material, whatever we manufactured, is supplied, but not much of return, very meager return, and we couldn't support the industry also. So at this juncture, this State Finance Corporation couldn't give much time. Within 1 year, they came with a lock and they want to seize the unit, because you are not paying installments. And in no way we were in a position to do that. But somehow we pulled further funds from all our families, and during this time only, we all the four of us got married. So in 89, 88, like that. And then with a great difficulty, we have that was a very tough phase of our lives, and we have put some jewelry here there and pulled some money, and somehow we got out. So fortunately, in 1991, this PV Narasimha Rao government, like he was prime minister, and the moment it has come, actually the country itself was under a lot of economic pressure. During that time, they have taken some drastic dynamic decisions. One of them was milk and milk products order. So then at that time, they delicensed and opened it up. Like they said that now no more milk industry is restricted to cooperative. It's an organized way. Anybody can start, as long as they are within the restricted conditions of the government. You can register and start the activity. So that has come as a big boon to us, because we were already having some foothold, and we were there. Immediately, we bought a small milk packing machine, and then started within no time packing milk. So we were quickly made a kind of a success. In first year itself, we were selling some 5 6,000 liters, and now at least our ends were meeting, and we were comfortable, and all of us were working, each one of us. So what happened initially? So to day one to market, so we have given a small advertisement in newspaper. So we booked 4 Sundays uh, 5 by 5 space, and fresh milk will be supplied at your doorstep is our this thing. Please call so and so number and all that. We had a shop, and all of us were sitting near the phone. And the moment phone rings, we used to write the number and convince them that okay, we are so and so, we are so and so, we'll be giving a good quality milk to you. All those things, and each Sunday. We used to get some 150 calls like that. So, and between this Sunday and next Sunday, we used to attend all the 150 by ourselves, go to the place and talk to that housewife or owner, whoever is there, and tell about ourselves, and we'll give, we are putting our efforts on. So I need to tell you the background little about dairy industry at that time. During pre economic open, this pre 91, the situation was this milk was restricted commodity. It was in the hands of kind of a thugs. The street corner agents were there. It was a monopoly, and even if you want an additional liter of milk, you have to wait in a queue, or you have to beg him, tell him in advance that please supply. So they were very rough. Second thing, decent housewives were unable to go there and fetch a pack of milk. It was a male job kind of a thing. Like if you have to morning go and pick up either a boy from house, or the father-in-law of the house, or any elder will go. Because the atmosphere for fetching milk was not nice. It was so these were the points. And third point was the quality was also not that great, because cooperatives were okay since they are monopoly and it is a bureaucratic setup, and it was just running like they were supplying, they were meeting the demand. So that's when we have emerged as a new young team, and which is amenable to all these middle class families, and customer can ask for it. So that's how we have made some kind of a dent. So first week, out of 650 or 700 odd calls, we could convert 500 people into our monthly customers. So all these 500 customers we used to supply month after month, and word of mouth spread. Within first year, we reached 6,000 liters. So first few months, like we depended on these boys to supply, and we have gone through that phase. Whenever some boy didn't supply, even one of us used to go and give it, so that no customer goes unsatisfied. And that's how first year we concluded with that 6,000 liters and started rapidly moving ahead. So then now started the milk availability. So these 5-6,000 we used to procure from our local sources wherever our factory is there, but beyond a point we were unable to do. So this is when we have identified Sangam Dairy in Guntur, which is one of the good quality buffalo milk belt. So, and they have got good name in milk quality, and they were supplying to this cooperative Vijaya, and they were facing their own problems. So we tied up with them and started picking milk from them. The milk was highest quality buffalo milk, and people instantly we could succeed, and uh, like the people recognized our quality. So by second year, we started with one tanker of 7-8,000 liters, and by the end of the year, we reached to 30,000 liters. So three tankers we were buying from them regularly, and the quality was superb, and our services were superb, and our supplies were, and we have established the logistics and office, everything. So we never looked back then. So that kind of a situation was there, and here comes the second crisis. So our instant growth was disliked by local cooperative dairy Vijaya. So which was established since last 4 decades, and they were having like they started worrying. Actually, before going to Sangam, we approached this Vijaya Dairy managing director and said that we will not be procurement is your forte, and you procure milk and give it to us. And since it is now opened, we will also market along with you. So in our brand, so that's how procurement you can support as a government. But they didn't agree. That's when we went to Sangam. So our success was disliked by them, and they started putting trouble. And they first they were having some control on Sangam also, as they were selling their long shelf life products like the butter and all these things. They were the marketing agency. So then they started building pressure on them. But the dairy chairman was kind of a known to us and a good person, so he didn't budge to them. Then they have instigated the local employees of that Sangam dairy, and started a kind of a strike. If you give the milk to them, we will not do some work and all that. So within a week's time, they have given a notice and stopped this 30,000 liter milk supply to us. So it was a very nightmare, like, because we have established clientele of almost 30,000 households, and all of a sudden, if you stop them, and we were left with nowhere. That's when we started. We ran in weeks time. We have to organize 30,000 alternative milk. So at that time, it was very, very difficult. We went to Jalgaon, Maharashtra, and Tamil Nadu, Madurai. Wherever possible, we went and started sourcing some milk with our effort at a high cost. And the quality is no match, because Tamil Nadu was cow milk. And to neutralize that, we went to Jalgaon for buffalo milk. It was very, very expensive. Our finances were not matching, but still we have to do, because we can't lose our customers. And there was some quality issues also, and we reached out to many consumers stating this is what happened, and we will be back. Please bear with us for few months. We are making alternative arrangements, like that. Some customers we lost, uh, but still. um so this is when we have taken certain major calls. We have gone to we have identified that procurement is one of the important aspect. We need to connect with farmers and procure directly from farmers without any intermediary, like this cooperatives or anybody. So then we have identified 4 or 5 people who are uh, like very hardworking and good people, value based people, like people will not do mistake. That kind of a, people were there in this same cooperative dairy. We searched for them. 5 people we have identified, who were already completed maybe 20 years service in the organization. They were vexed with the local like politics of the organization, and also they want to do some service to the farmers. So these 5 people we have given an offer that, look, we would like to become a partner. Now we have a solid sale of 35 liters, and we 35,000 liters, and we can take forward. So all we need is 10,000 liters from each of you. We will partner with you. You invest some money, we will invest some money, and together procurement will be your domain, and we will not interfere anything. You have to uh, uh, take control, and only our assurance is always we will protect our farmers and give the price on par or better with better than the cooperative. And on time payment, every 10th day we will pay, because our sale is there. Like that, we made partnerships with these 5 people. So this five, then we started this 5 chilling center. And since we are very much in hurry, one of our technical director went and sat there. First plant, after taking this decision, within 60 65 days, we opened a plant, and the next one in 90 days, next one in 3 months, 4 months, like that. on a war food basis, all of us put our energies in building this thing. Even without completing the plant also, we started procuring because we need milk and good quality milk. So this is another turning point, and within 1 year time, we were able to procure 50,000 liters good quality buffalo milk in the same belt where we lost, and with a good pride and all that. And that's all. Like we never looked back from there. And this 10,000, 50,000 has become 1 lakh, 150 like that. And our sale has also started moving up and up. And then our first plant was in the in Jidipalli, 40 kilometers from Hyderabad. And then the second plant we started in Hyderabad, Uppal area, where we expanded with some 4 acre land we bought within the industrial area, and then started a 1 lakh liter plant. And once we are crossing this and succeeding, then we moved to Chennai, where we started a plant in Orakkadu. And then plant after plant, we started almost 11 plants. In between, so there are many milestones, like in between in 96, 97, when milk was overflowing, like few months, milk is a cyclical. Suddenly, some years it will, the flush will be very high, and somewhere it will be low. So then we constructed a powder plant, feeder balance dairy in the Ongole. And so our sales also, for the first year where we did some 40, 50 lakhs to 3 crores to 9 crores to 27 crores to 81 crores. Like that, we almost tripled every year in first few years. And within 5, 6 years, we made our 100 crore. And then next 8, 10 years, we made our 1,000 crore. Like that, our milestones are many. So this is the basic outline of our journey. And in 2004, for this, while constructing this powder plant and various other investments, we have given 25% stake to Godrej Agrovet. So that's when they have partnered, and since then we were successfully running. They were on the board, and we are all were there. And after 10 years, then our second generation was not very keen. And we want, like, there were few issues. Our organization also has transformed. First, all the four of us was totally integrated and involved. And four of us used to go wherever any work is there. All the four of us were involved in every activity like any other family. And we were all buddies, like from the school onwards, intermediate onwards, all together group. So we enjoyed that camaraderie, and all of us got married in the same year, and all our children grew up together. And we used to go to like places together. So that bondage was very much. And it evolved, like after some time, what happened, at every activity, four of us going was not giving any result. Results were good, but the way we want to progress, it was a stunted kind of a thing. So then we all sat and decided, let us share each function, each activity, one. So like that, then one guy is completely operations and technical. One guy was totally marketing. One guy was finance, and I was managing the entire activity as a managing director and HR and kind of a stuff. So then this ran for 5 years, or I'm telling almost 25 years journey. Each 5 years we have gone through different phases. So after 5, 6 years, we again started noticing that each thing is becoming a uh, kind of a unit by itself. Like then specific people will report to finance guy, and specific people will this guy. Each one has got their own opinion, and opinions were contradicting at the top. And again, nobody is there. All four of us are equals, and we were sitting and resolving the issues of the organization. So then we noticed, no, this is also not working as desired. So the next phase was we went into a divisions, like this will not work. Let us appoint for all the four functions some professionals, and let us manage each geographical division one guy and then take forward, so that all decisions will lie with me, and then I can take whatever way that. So that also worked very well in terms of the top line and profitability. Everybody was very cautious in delivering their results. But after 5 6 years, then the entire organization's dynamics was like it was becoming a kingdoms kind of a thing. There is common thread started missing. Like organization is one entity, so then in one division there are disparity on certain things, and another division maybe in the salaries or maybe in the growth. And for that they used to say, okay, we are performing better and we are paying better, and you're not performing, okay, let them this thing. But there was some kind of a missing. So all these things went on, but after some time we all decided to make it more professional, and then we, our second generation also not very keen. Each one was going in a day, they know, because they all uh, not grew like us, where we struggled in the first generation. They were all comfortable, and each one has got their own interests, passions, and all that. So that's when we have decided to give 51% stake in 2015-16, and then we up the board driven company we made it. And slightly we took a step back, and then appointed CXOs, CEO, finance, CFO, operation, and all that, and we are driving. Okay, that is also not giving results as we expected, but yeah, I think this is the evolution. It happened. So that's in a nutshell story. And now, if you have any questions, from there we can build the thread.
Just bear with the slight bit of construction sound in the background. I think perhaps the most interesting thing that I picked up was how you disrupted the entire existing distribution of milk the way it was. Can you just expand a little more with the view that what exactly you did, and what was the resistance? How did you overcome it?
Yeah. So yeah. So what happened in the beginning when we started? I told you, like started with scratch, selling 450 liters or 449 liters monthly. So that was a home delivery. So what we did, this entire 400 500 liters we started giving from our single point in Himayatnagar. And we have appointed some 7 boys with a bike, and we were taking care of them. And each morning, each night, the truck will come, and they will take. So like that we have built, and word of mouth has spread. So a few things what we did differently, and what made us successful was, so when we are expanding, uh, we reached out to the agents, like existing agents of the cooperative dairy, and we asked them. So the cooperative dairy was very arrogant, and they were not giving them due respect, and also not giving enough stock, whatever required. It kind of a they controlled. So even if we give some milk to them, initially we have given to the same agent. Some of the agents have taken, but after this, their officials noticed, immediately they started threatening to cancel their license and all that. So then each one have taken different way, like they have opened in their brother-in-law's name or somewhere nearby and all that. And some people who have taken risk as totally shifted. They said that, okay, to hell with your milk. Now we have an alternative. We can trust them, like that. So that is that one way of building. The second way is what we did. We have started some innovative ideas of starting some parlors. So we didn't invest much. We have identified some strategic wherever the point is there. Already existing point, a small kirana or daily grocery, and we have given agency. We offered them certain as a uh, parlor. You will get some additional advantages to you. So we'll get additional commission, and you'll have a direct access with us, and you'll give all the products to you, and we'll never keep you dry. Like that, some promises we made, and some we painted the entire place and given. So I was earlier telling na this domain was not very customer friendly. So once they saw this, we chose actually all unemployed only while giving these parlors. The people who have hunger in their belly and they want to grow, and it's a kind of this was the support system for them, like totally. So that's how they were dealing very well with the consumers, and housewives were comfortable with them, and their landline was one thing which was there. We chose the shops, all shops with landline, and these landline we used to give in that 300-400 customers in that area. So if you don't want milk tomorrow, just inform, so tomorrow it will not be supplied. So that kind of a customer friendly atmosphere we have taken. Later we made it a 24-hour parlor. We just we just said that and all we requested our agents was, anyway you take milk delivery in the early morning. Normally in our experience, nobody will buy milk between 11 and 4, but still in case somebody knocks, you should be prepared to give. That's our kind of a help to the society. Suppose some mother or child wants milk and nothing is there, since we are in that area, let us support. All we do is just put a 24-hour parlor, and you should be, in case in an emergency, you should be willing. So that again, like it's a very publicizing point. Like people will start a day, the Jersey is 24-hour parlor anytime. Confidence. So that's how some customer confidences we built in the system. And two things we did in procurement, milk procurement, all the farmers were assured. And in our last 25 years, we never failed to pay on the 11th day. So somehow we used to, after 10 days, we used to, sitting till late night, 12 o'clock, we used to calculate entire amount, and used to draw the cash one day prior and pay on 11th day. So that also built a lot of confidence in the farmer community.
Fantastic, Bhaskar. That is truly amazing. I mean, the way you looked at opportunities and went and capitalized on the.
It's building the trust is key, Ram. I think both consumers and farmers. Once they trust you, and there are times when we are in difficult, there won't be any problem. Like one call, if we say that this is issue and all that, they say no worry, don't worry, and all that. So that kind of a bondage we have built, kind of.
So today, how big is the company? How many liters per day?
So we are 7 lakh liters per day now. So yeah, top line is around 1,200 crores.
Okay. And one, in your journey, something that fascinates me, and I'd like you to talk about it because I think that is going to be very, very useful to people. You said you were 4 partners, and then you took on a lot of people and brought in a spirit of partnership. Normally, a lot of trouble happens in resolving issues there.
Yeah, I know.
So can you spend a little time on that, because that to me is very, very interesting as to what comes first, the issue or the relationship.
Yeah. So basically, going back in the beginning days, there was a situation when I'll just, for your information, personal information, when we went to as a unemployed and struggle after 3-4, what happened? after we completed our graduation 84. After that, this a year it took for us to this admissions and visa rejection. And between they all left in 84, 85 itself. And after that, one of my partner went and joined in Amul for 15 months. Then he also resigned and came back. So it took almost 2.5 years, like while designing, developing these things. During this time, lot of pressure was built on all of us. So all buddies only, but morning to evening, just go and see. So this work will not happen na, at the kind of at 25, 24, 26 at that time. So we waste a lot of time in bonding and camaraderie, and the pressure has built so much on the all of us. So this SFC loan is sanctioned. No? So we were thinking that we raised with that couple of lakhs, all of us put together. And when we went to this sanction and everything, on that day, they said that your contribution is 8 lakhs, 40 lakh loan sanction, and you will get subsidy of some 4 lakhs or something. And your contribution is coming to 8 lakhs, that chartered accountant or whoever is, he said that 8 lakhs. So they said that we always in our mind, it was a 4 lakh contribution as per the calculation. That's the maximum we prepared. We thought a couple of lakhs we will invest, we bought land and all that. And maybe somehow here and there we'll pull out and make it 4 lakhs. But the moment he said 8, we were almost shattered. And it is maybe then we requested them why all these, but you have given those numbers, but as per our calculations, if you invest 8, this will project will go, otherwise it will be rejected. If it is going to board tomorrow, you agree or disagree. So by tomorrow morning, you let me know. Based on that, I'll write a note whether to cancel or go ahead. So then we came, and it's a Vinayak Nimajan day, and we sat in a cave and was thinking like, what should we do? Definitely we can't afford. If you go and ask respective families 8 lakhs, they will kick out of us. And each one was having different pressure. You do a job, I have a profession for you, and you get married. This kind of a thing was there, and no way it is going to. So that's it. But after half an hour's discussion, we took a call. Now, even if we go out also, we can't do anything. Let us jump and see, like whatever it may happen, we'll agree now. Let us start. So that's how we have taken a call. So during all these things, we were together in the kind of a, we each point of struggle or each point of success, we all were together and sharing things. So the bondage and trust was much higher. So that's how we have, and many a times we thought never in our life finance should become a problem. Like if required, we'll forego certain things, but let us not, we made some kind of a oath that let finance will not trouble us. Okay, maybe down the lane, few lakhs or maybe going forward few crores, one may get less or one may get more. Let us not bother about that, but let us make this bond uh, finance free transaction. So that I think each one, even today, the people respect that. So never ever anybody has got any issues with finance. Okay, if you have some need or comfort, you can go ahead and do. So that is one. The second thing, like most of the what any issues, difference of opinion, we used to discuss. We used to spend time on that, convincing each other, talking to each other why it's not. And out of four, like I was kind of an anchor, and mostly everything used to bounce back to me and allow some time to happen. And somehow people have got trust because we have sacrificed many things for each other. So if something is told in a good faith, and all the four of us were kind of a value based thought process was there. Nobody want to no greed kind of a thing. okay, let it go. What is good for the organization? What is good for us? So these were some underlying principles we followed, and it was there inbuilt. Like during all our discussions, we were these thoughts were flowing. So that's
Interesting.
how no, it generated like farmer confidence, and we were milk is and also we used to believe that milk is kind of a pure. So let us deal with farmers and many families. So in all, we have started almost now 120 chilling centers. So wherever we go, whenever we address this farmer, we used to tell them that with this milk money, if one or two children from your family, if they grew up and they come, they are successful, they educate. That's how the purpose is solved. So the beliefs were strong.
Very interesting, Bhaskar. Very, very interesting point. I mean, you really covered a lot. With such amazing simplicity, it is fantastic. And I just want to spend a little more time on that finance thing, because this is where a lot of two things that I want to spend time on. One is division of responsibility. You know,
Hmm.
uh, supposing I were to tell you, Bhaskar, you should do this, and somebody you say, why should this fellow tell me to do this?
Yeah.
So there will be one little ego that will come there, saying,
Yes. Yes. Yes.
who are you? Say, who are you to, and there are enough people who will tell you why you should listen to Ram, or there are enough people who will tell me that this is what you should tell Bhaskar.
Yeah.
As the organization grows, there will more and more and more and more people you pick up. So how do you four of you sit and resolve that?
Uh, so initially there was no issue, Ram, as you rightly pointed out. We were like in very initial stages, any problem it was easily solved because we all were on the same page and with the same background, same thought process and all that. But after 2 decades, like whatever I told, na, we evolved all these things happened with consensus only. Like when we all thought that we'll take each function, we all thought that we'll take each division, and while doing so, so we have come with some common norms. Like each one has contributed. No, this is better. Like we should do this. So it's a shared kind of a thoughts. So that's how it is run well. But as you rightly said, after 2 decades, we saw that towards the end, maybe 2012, like we started our journey in 1986, 88. So after almost 2 decades, the similar opinions started. So there were certain issues were cropped, which whatever you said, na, same thing, the ego or why should I do? I will have my say. That's all. I said, like beyond a point. Earlier, those things used to be resolved, but few issues started in that manner. So what we did, like every time we tried the anchoring in the same way, four of us sitting, discussing, and all that. But certain issues were not getting resolved at that point. So then we went for a couple of senior people whom industry respect and very values, like senior most with a kind of a wisdom and people everybody will respect in the industry. That kind of a people we chose. Couple of them together. We all thought that there are these 3 4 issues which are bothering us, and I am right and you are right, and a couple of others are silent in this thing. In that kind of a atmosphere was there, and we sat for a few meetings together, and it's a kind of a counseling, whatever. But still, certain things were not resolving in the direction what we want. So that's when we thought we'll make it a professional organization. So that these these things will go to somebody. So we will run on a common interest of the organization, whatever is good for organization. How the CEO deals with the people. So if I deal, you deal, it is different. But if third person deals, he has got his own this thing. So that's how we made board run.
How difficult was it to give up? Because this is, this is the four of you, this is your baby.
Yeah.
Now supposing you go to the office one day.
Yeah.
And you see somebody saying, I'll just give you a silly example. Supposing somebody says, no, not 11 days, but let us pay them in 10 days or let's pay them in 12 days.
Yeah.
And you guys have, this is a, what do you say? This is a fundamental of the organization.
Absolutely.
And what happens then? I mean, how do you deal with that emotion?
So it was very tough. We have gone through that for some time. But now slowly you learn to give up. What happened? Like there were two. Otherwise, you end up contradicting or differentiating your buddy, whom your lifetime friend. So was it better to give up his friendship or his this thing, or live with these kind of issues which a third person takes? Okay, it may not be. It sometimes blood boils, but we'll tell them that this is not right. This is so it was tough. Uh, so it took some time, and still we are going through that.
But the whole thing is very honest and very transparent and very open.
Yeah, that was the strength, the kind of a thing we have atmosphere. So because of, as I told, we all were so bonded. Every year, twice we used to go holiday together with the kids and all that. All kids, even now, they are more closer than us. So that kind of atmosphere is, vibes are there. They are all very bonded. So where from difference of opinion will come? Only between you and me there is a difference, but the other thread is very strong. Uh, so when so couple of difference of opinion is there between us, when it has come out to the families, more than the other guy, your wife was fighting more on you. Like, why, what is there? You can, he can't be wrong. That is the opinion. See, you can be wrong, but he can't be wrong. Why are you making fuss?
But Bhaskar, you have really, in this one comment, you have hit a huge nail on its head, yeah. Because this is one reason why most startups today are falling apart. The fact that they don't have a common vision, common bonding, common relationship. So now that the professionals are in,
yeah,
and they are running the organization,
yeah,
right? Are you people still involved in the company, or are you taking a back seat, or what?
Yeah, we are. It's a board driven. So information keep coming. As you said, a lot of pain points will be there, but we'll be guiding them and we'll be giving some inputs, and they will be taking their own decisions and all that. So there is some common interest is there. So yeah, they are okay. They are not doing that great. Like definitely we would have done much better had we not had that differences of whatever few things. So we would have continued our journey much better and this thing. So, but no regrets.
Absolutely.
Now wealth is created, and we are now each one of us is comfortable with our finances or our social status, and everybody is good. Okay, now we have kind of took little early retirement kind of a thing, but we are a couple of us are involved in together in some other ventures and some other activity and with the children activity. So yeah.
And you took the company public?
No, not yet.
You've still not taken it public?
Yeah, still not yet. Still all no, none of us exited. Like all of us are holding the same share, whatever it is there. Only value creation is not happening as we wished. So we would have gone better. But after, so now after certain period, everything is a number, money is number. So, okay, instead of 100 crore, if you make, you would have made 200 crores, but now 120 crores they are making. How does it matter? Be satisfied with it. So that kind of a.
Tell me, just out of curiosity and nothing else, Srini, I'm done with whatever information I need. Do you need anything more?
I just have one question.
Yeah.
Do you see your, now that you have a professional organization and you do see some difference on what, how you are seeing the business happening and how you would have wished, how do you actually guide them? Because that also is a very important thing that, many a times once you achieve scale, you still have, perhaps there is a way to build that entrepreneurial spirit into the professional team, perhaps.
Absolutely true. I think fantastic. The question is amazing. So we have realized that the professional have got many good points, like where on branding, on statutory, on people management. There are a lot of professional advantages this organization has got. But everything is not translated into the results like entrepreneurs. So earlier we used to all these strength was our kind of a weakness, or we couldn't focus that much on that. But the end result was much better because it is a central controlled. Whatever I want, it will happen, and my focus is ultimately satisfy the consumer and increase the sale and increase the profitability. Those are the three driving forces. But now instead of these three like except customer, profitability, growth, and all that is not their priority, including the Godrej management also. People, brand, and safety, food safety, and all kinds of statutory. Everything should be governance. All these things should be very strong. So we are foregoing certain things of our the sale and all that. Second thing, they are focusing more on value-added products, which is a long-term game. But they are not successful in balancing between this. The milk is a daily commodity, which is a bread earner for us, and their focus is more on products, which is a very long-term brand and value, stakeholder value kind of thing. So this balancing, there is some imbalance. We are guiding them. They are understanding some, and they are not, and they are also struggling. So it's a kind of a transition from the entrepreneurial driven, very focused to professional. There are good points there, and there are some bad points there. So that's how it works. It's working now.
That's all from my side, Ram. So, Bhaskar, so Ram, I'll stop the recording and we can continue our discussion.
Please.